Mueller dumbstruck as Russia boldly calls his witch hunt bluff. Isn't that something? By Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. They called his bluff. When Special Counsel Robert Mueller decided to hand down 12 indictments against Russian nationals for waging an information war against the United States, he never imagined any of it would go to trial. He likely figured he's basking in the PR spotlight of nailing the Russians, and that would be the end of that. However, Russia just called his bluff. Hallelujah. 3 of the companies who Mueller indicted have pleaded not guilty and are ready to go to trial. Now Mueller will have to thoroughly back up his claims, and if he can't, his credibility is further shredded. Look at him. Absolutely. From the Daily Caller, Washington, D.C. lawyers for Russian company Concord Management and Consulting, LLC, formally entered a not guilty plea in federal court Monday in a case Special Counsel Robert Mueller probably never thought would happen. Mueller, weathering significant criticism that his Russian collusion case was then unveiled a grandiose indictment February 16 against 13 Russian nationals and 3 Russian companies. The 13 Russians in question were charged with waging information warfare in the United States, interfering with the 2016 presidential election, and conspiracy to defraud the United States. Yeah, from Facebook ads. Like, what? Mueller generated headlines with the February indictment, safe in the knowledge the 13 Russians were beyond U.S. jurisdiction. Therefore, there would be no trial, only sensational Russian collusion accusations. Mueller may now have to try the case, and Concord's lawyers have put the special counsel on notice. The Russian company's lawyer instead intend to invoke discovery to obtain U.S. intelligence about what they knew of Russian activities. I guess Mueller thought it was a freebie for sure. Former federal prosecutor Andrew C. McCarthy told the Daily Caller News Foundation after the court proceeding. He thought it could make this association of Russian collusion, and it would never be challenged in court. McCarthy, a National Review contributing editor, said after the proceeding. Concord retained the services of 2 attorneys at mega law firm Reed Smith, and the company is demanding a speedy trial. The lawyers indicate they were going to exercise Concord's rights under discovery to examine all of Mueller's evidence of the conspiracy. It started starting Wednesday's trial. Eric A. Doublier, a Reed Smith law partner, entered a not guilty plea in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. He also repeated his client's interest for a speedy trial. McCarthy called Mueller's entire indictment an unforced error, or unenforceable error, I should say. One thing you never want to do is indict in a case that you're not prepared to try, McCarthy said. What a joke. What a laughing stock. Mueller tried to delay Wednesday's hearing and floated a claim Concord had not been properly served notice. Mueller tried to delay Wednesday's hearing and floated a claim Concord had not been properly served notice. In other words, Concord was supposed to say we weren't properly served, not Mueller. It's even worse than I thought. Until the court has an opportunity to determine if Concord was properly served, it would be inadvisable to conduct an initial appearance and arraignment at which important rights will be communicated and plea entertained, Mueller's lawyers filed in federal court. But Concord opposed the motion. The special counsel is not entitled to special rules and is required, like the Attorney General, to follow the rules of the court, Doublier stated in his response to Mueller. U.S. District Court Judge Dabney Friedrich agreed with Concord and rejected Mueller's request for a delay in the trial without comment, which led to Wednesday's arraignment. Concord wants a speedy trial. As provided by federal law, the company's lawyer also repeated Wednesday the case will resume July 9th. Why so late? Why so late? I thought the judge wasn't giving them time. I don't know. Anyway, it is the second legal headache for Mueller in 2 weeks. Last week, federal judge T.S. Ellis, the third a Reagan appointee, threatened to throw out the special counsel's indictment of Paul Manafort since the charges against President Donald Trump's former campaign manager did not relate to any charges of Russian collusion. Instead, the charges were tied to banking activities that went as far back as 2005, more than a decade before Trump even announced his intention to run for president. But I don't get why the case should resume in July. I thought the judge wasn't giving them time to delay this. I thought they had to go now. So what is this July 9th? I mean, that's a crock at this point. You're giving him time? Time for what? He knows he doesn't have a case. I mean, really? It's disgusting. You know, I mean, really, this guy's going to become the laughing stock. They used to say he's a real tough guy. Yeah, he's going to be the laughing stock pretty soon. He's already starting to look like a laughing stock. And all for what? All for what? For their corruption. Saving Hillary's and Obama's butt. That's what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.